I started this evening by talking to you about tohu, or about signs, and I also talked about rāranga, or weaving. Weaving is very symbolic for Māori because it weaves strands together. And what I hope you've recognised tonight and over the course of this week and the remainder of it is that we have some very significant strands that are weaving together and adding strength and adding value and adding influence to who we are as people who genuinely care for this planet that we share. The other thing that's significant as a uniting factor, of course, is that the word rangatira in Māori is the word for a leader. And as the essence of that rāranga, as the beginning of rangatira, is the weaving. It is the bringing of people together, and a rangatira does that as a servant and a person who is able to bring people together, to unite and weave those strands to create something strong, to create something that is special, and to create something that is able to carry knowledge and change into the future. So I want to draw a close to our thinking and conversations tonight, and with the hope that they're catalytic and we're able to continue on with those conversations and the work that we all do in our different spheres of influence and the rangatiratanga that we express through our actions and our connections. So thank you for coming this evening, and it's been my privilege to be your Master of Ceremonies. I would now like to introduce to you the person who's going to close and express thanks for our speakers this evening. Jacob Anderson is the manager of the environmental programs at the Sir Peter Blake Trust. These include, as Shelley has introduced us to earlier, the Young Blake Expeditions, those fantastic opportunities for young New Zealanders to explore and adventure to remote parts of our archipelago in this corner of the southwestern Pacific and Southern Ocean. The Blake Ambassador Program, the Environmental Educator and Science Outreach Initiatives. Jacob obtained his Bachelor of Science from Massey University, has a Master of Science in Geology from the University of Otago, and he held there an AINS Postgraduate Research Award, and he's currently undertaking his PhD at the University of Otago. His research focuses on past Antarctic climate and ice sheet behaviour. He has participated in 4 scientific expeditions to Antarctica and has been on 2 expeditions to the Auckland Islands as part of the Department of Conservation's Hoi Ho Yellow-Eyed Penguin Monitoring Program and on the 2016 Young Blake Expedition. Please join me in welcoming Jacob Anderson.
Kia ora and thank you, Marco. As Marco had mentioned, my name is Jacob Anderson and I manage the environmental programs at the Sir Peter Blake Trust, and I've worked alongside an amazing team to deliver this very special and timely Return Antara exhibition this week. And it has just been the most extraordinary week for the Trust team here and the Tara crew to bring Sir Peter Blake's legacy, his environmental legacy, back to life. And I'd like to thank you again, Marco, for facilitating this wonderful evening. And I'd also like to especially thank the speakers tonight, and I've got a few key messages that I've taken from what they've said today. Shelley mentioned the trust pipelines and the need for us to engage with our young people in environmental issues, and we need to equip and prepare them with the skills and knowledge to be future leaders in that space. And people often ask us how's the best way to support the Trust and continue Sir Peter Blake's legacy. We have a support crew of fantastic people who contribute small amounts of their choice of money or other ways to support us monthly. So if you're interested in supporting us, there is a desk at the back for you to sign up and have a chat with some of our team, and we would love to have you on board. Really, it's been the most amazing week to get to know you and the team at Tara, and I feel like for us, after 16 years to have Tara back in New Zealand, it is remarkable, and the Trust is delighted to be starting this amazing partnership with you and Tara Expeditions Foundation. And through the research and outreach on board Tara and the programs that the Trust delivers, we really look forward to working together in the future. And I think that the time lapse and that choral imagery was just the most compelling thing, and seeing some of those visual images was truly spectacular tonight, so we're very special as well to see that. And Rochelle has a very simple message, and it's amazing what getting together the right group of minds into a room and having an honest conversation about some of those big challenges is. And we know what we need to do, and we just need to keep moving forward, and I think that's a really important message. We already know what some of these big challenges are. We've just got to pull our sleeves up like Peter would and just get on with it. I'd also like to extend a very special thanks to the Mayor, Phil Goff, for opening the conversations this evening, and thank you all for attending, and also our viewers watching the live stream online. I'd like to extend a very special welcome, a very special thank you to Councillor Walker. His work and support of this project, which has been 2 years in the making from your visit in Paris, Wayne, it's been instrumental to the success of this week, so thank you very much, Wayne. I'd also like to extend my thanks to the Seamaster crew here this evening. It's been wonderful to have you back involved with Tara Seamaster this week. And thanks again to the Auckland Conversations program sponsors and supporters, and the supporters of the Tara exhibition, in particular the New Zealand Maritime Museum, the New Zealand-France Friendship Fund, the Hauraki Golf Forum, the Kermadex, Omnigraphic, Flags, Phantom Bill Stickers, Alliance Francaise, Sawprint, QMS, 11PR, TBWA, the Maritime Room, New Zealand Marine, Orams Marine, Network Visuals and Cosio Industries. And the next Auckland Conversations event will discuss a living wage for Aucklanders and is taking place on Tuesday the 25th of July in Aotea Centre. And if you visit the Conversations website, you can find more information about that, the next event. And also, I would encourage for those of you who haven't had the opportunity yet this week to go out and have a tour of Tara. It is the most remarkable vessel. Have a look at the videos and the photos and explore the containers. Bring your family along, and we encourage you to go and check that out, and those opportunities will be open until Sunday. So that concludes the evening, and I really want to thank you all for being here tonight, and I want to thank the speakers and Marco again for this wonderful evening. Cheers.